If you are going to a Korean funeral, here's what to expect. Most Korean funerals are held for 3 days, starting from the very day of the death. In the morning of the third day, the coffin will move out to be cremated or buried, so you will want to visit before this. This is called 발인. Usually, the location of the funeral parlor or 빈소 and the date and time of 발인 are shared along with the news. Before leaving, you may wonder, should I go? I would say yes. Attending a funeral can be hardly rude in Korea, even if you are not very close to the deceased or the bereaved. In most cases, you will be appreciated for just being there. What about the dress code? Anything but loud. You might have to take off your shoes, so be prepared for that. If you want to be formal, wear a black suit and tie for men or a black dress for women. But it's fine if you can't be in formal attire. Now, condolence money. Most guests give some money to the bereaved so that they can afford the funeral and other things. Unless you are a student, unemployed, or in a very difficult situation, I would recommend to prepare the condolence money, even a small amount. The amount depends on your situation or relationship to the deceased, but this is what I usually do. This is only for your reference, so prepare whatever amount you are comfortable with. However, odd numbers are rather common than even, and never ever make it 4. It is proper to hand the money in an envelope. If you don't have one, don't bother buying one. Most funeral places keep envelopes for guests. Write your name on the back of the envelope, bottom left corner. So you arrived at the funeral home. Usually, this will be an annex to a hospital or a separate business. At the entrance, you will see a bulletin board with a list of parlors. If you don't know which parlor to go, check name of the deceased and the bereaved here. Basically, there will be 2 spaces, the parlor where you will see the portrait of the deceased and the dining hall. Head to the parlor. Occasionally, there may be flowers or incense in front of the portrait. Feel free to lay the flower or burn the incense. The traditional and most common way to offer condolences to the deceased is to make 2 deep bows and 1 standing bow. If you are uncomfortable with making deep bows, or the bereaved don't want it, you can give a prayer instead. Now you turn to the bereaved and express your sympathy. Sometimes the guests and the bereaved may exchange a deep bow. It must be only 1 bow because 2 bows are only for the dead. You will see a collecting box next to the parlor. A family member or a close friend usually sits in front of it. You put the envelope in and write your name on the guest book. So that's it. You can just leave or go have a meal at the dining hall. You can stay for however long you want. It is not rude, and actually, it is considered as kindness if you stay longer. 육개장 and 편육 are typical funeral dishes. There can be alcoholic drinks on the table. Feel free to drink them, but it is taboo to toast. Now that's all. Please note that this video is intended for those who are not familiar with Korean funerals at all. I try to keep it simple and not to go into too much details. If you have any question, please leave a comment and I'll try to answer as much as possible.